Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to what is attempting to be one of the best sports podcasts on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get them from. Pack the Bank Podcast. We are very excited to be here for episode 5. As always, I'm here with my wonderful co-host Aaron and CK. Aaron, what do we got on tap today?
Not much, man. Gonna do this kind of a quick episode, but we can do normal Packers and Panthers corner. Talk about the Super Bowl, give our last predictions before the big game in 2 days. And we'll finish with a mock draft. In this mock draft, we'll have a full first round mock draft with trades. So we'll make it a little fun and interesting. Next week we'll double up on we'll do wide receiver rankings and probably tight end rankings.
Yeah. Sounds good, man. What do you guys want to move into first?
If you want to, we can hop right into Packers Corner.
Alrighty, we will hop into Packers Corner. So in Packers Corner today, don't really have a whole lot going on. Obviously, all my Packers fans out there know that we are officially, for the third season, on Rodgers Watch. On Tuesday, Aaron went on the Pat McAfee show, said that he is going to decide on his future after a 4-day isolation in darkness and some sort of retreat. So I assume he's doing that right now, and we'll probably figure out more on Monday how he's feeling. And then had a quote while he was on PMS that he's had a number of friends who have done it, and they have had profound experiences doing it. I'm not really sure what that means, but if it helps him make a decision closer to if he wants to play or retire, then sure.
I mean, you know what he's staying in, right?
I actually have no idea. The only thing
it's a concrete teepee. I'm being like dead serious. They've been talking about it. It's like a concrete teepee.
Yeah, that's what they found whenever.
That's what Pat looked up, and that's what he found. And it's literally 4 days of complete darkness and isolation.
Yeah, so I actually
no music, no nothing. It's just darkness, just meditating. And I'm sorry, I'd last about 45 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. That takes a lot of I guess mental stability.
You've got to be a weird guy.
You've also got to be rich.
Yeah, dude, that thing is like an insane amount.
Well, also just because how many working people can go in 4 days and just not do anything?
Yeah, just take 4 days off, do what they want.
Just chill out. What are you doing? I'm just gonna go sit in a concrete teepee.
Yeah, yeah, that's got to be a special guy.
Pat McAfee show, man. If you've been listening to it the last couple of days, they've been bringing up people on Radio Row, and they ask every one of the people. They're like, "So, what are you doing this weekend? You want to go take a 4-day hiatus and stay in the dark?" And they're like, "I can't do that, brother. That creeps me out." Or like AJ Hawk's talking about him with it. He's like, "So like, what do you use the bathroom? Like, are you in a diaper? What's going on?" Man? He's like, "Nah." They're like, "What? There's just a hole in the ground and there's a bar and you just gotta hold your cheeks over it and go." And I'm like, "Nah, y'all crazy, man." They've been going crazy on PMS about this Aaron Rodgers retreat, man. I love it. I can't wait to hear what he says when he comes back.
Yeah, it's like. It'll be so interesting to see what happens when he comes back. If he's had some sort of, I don't know, eye-opening experience. I'm not really sure. I'm not into that whole thing. The only other thing that we have on Packers Corner this week is that running back Aaron Jones was talking to Skip and Shannon Sharp, or Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. And they were talking about Jordan Love, and pretty much Aaron Jones was just telling them that he thinks that Jordan's ready. He said that it's been really cool to see how he has progressed and stuff since he got to Green Bay in 2020. And he thinks that if it is time for Jordan to go ahead and step up, that he really thinks that he could be that guy. Apparently, a lot of people, and I mean, I don't think that this is really news if you're listening to a lot of the other Packers podcasts around the league, but the locker room silently has a approved of Jordan Love. And though it hasn't been like an outspoken thing, there's a lot of people in that locker room, coaches, training staff, players that have a lot of confidence in Jordan Love. So that's definitely a good positive for the young man. And I hope that in the case that Rodgers does come back, it just kind of helps him be encouraged, because I don't think the Packers are going to let him go. I think they're going to pick up his 5th-year option to start in the 2024 season, if that is the case. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Other than, did you guys have anything on that, or can we?
Question: do you think that you guys still you guys think you're gonna retain Aaron Jones? I've heard like talks about how his contract is kind of iffy right now.
So his contract really doesn't come into effect for us until next year, when he's due, I believe, like $20 million as a cap hit. The good news about that for next year is that if we go ahead and trade Rodgers pre the June 1st designation, I think that it almost cuts what his dead cap would be, like, in half. So it wouldn't be as bad, and we could still retain both Aaron Jones, and at that point, I believe we'd have to pay Jordan Love. So it wouldn't be that bad.
I'm going to be honest with you, Jordan. This is kind of where, to be honest with you, Packers got kind of blessed, because you haven't seen much of Jordan Love, and you're going to see him for one season. And let's say you guys win 8-9 games. He's not getting some insanely QB1 money, because you're going to go look.
Yeah, but he'd hold off because he'd be on the 5th-year option.
I mean, I know it's not my team, but at the same time, it's like, I've seen you for 1 year.
Yeah, but it'd be 2.
And you were okay, so 2 years. Okay, so his 5th-year option, 2 years. He comes in, and let's say he puts up above average numbers. Are you really going to give him a $30+ million deal a year?
No, so the thing is, I think that the Packers
not a
learned.
year, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I mean, depending on like what the like how much an average QB costs them.
Right. Well,
in
look
2
at
years,
Jones.
It's going to be $30 million for an average.
I would like to
look
think
at Daniel Jones, man. Daniel Jones' cap hit's going to be crazy this year if they re-sign him. It's crazy for what they want for Daniel Jones.
And it's going to be even more in 2 seasons.
I would like to think that that the Packers have learned their lesson from Aaron Rodgers and signing him for the amount of money that they did. I would think that they would look at it and be like, okay, well, we saw how it worked out with Aaron, and even though he's Aaron Rodgers, probably wasn't the best idea to sign him for that much money, when each offseason he's just going to come in and not know if he's going to play or not. And then we're also in salary cap hell the entire season, and the fans are wanting us to add somebody, but we're negative in the salary cap.
Right.
So
no, I feel you. I mean, to me personally, the way I look at it, like I'm all for these guys, everybody getting paid. Like, I'm all cool with it. But like for a quarterback, definitely like a top rated quarterback, man, it's like, I really wish some of them would think more about the team itself than just them and getting their own money, which I get it. You're going to want, I mean, if I can make $8 million, or let's say I could make $14-15 million a year for 6 years and just be a playoff quarterback, I'm still making that money. I don't guess I really care. But at the same time, people like Drew Brees took pay cuts to bring in better athletes. People like Tom Brady took pay cuts to bring in athletes, and other people surrounded the team, and now he's got 7 Super Bowl rings. I don't know. I just feel like I wish some of them would have a little more like, I can still get paid a good amount of money, but still take a pay cut and have other guys come in and help us win the number one goal. Because at the end of the day, these guys, these players, they don't care about MVPs. They don't care about Offensive Player of the Years. They don't care about Pro Bowls. They don't care about All Pros. Every NFL player wants to do one thing. They want to win the Super Bowl. All of them. Every single one of them. If there's a player that doesn't want to win the Super Bowl in the NFL, they need to get out. They need to leave. Because so it's like, to me, I would rather win a Super Bowl. Like, to me personally, I'd rather have 7 Super Bowl rings than 5 MVPs like Peyton Manning. That's just me personally.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I mean, MVP would be awesome, 100%. I mean, it's like,
that's everybody.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. That's just how I look at things.
Well, and then we talked about that last week, actually, with or maybe like a week or two ago, with the whole Rodgers thing, when people are flaming him about like the MVP conversation. everybody wants to be MVP, man. But at the same
yeah.
time, everybody wants to win a Super Bowl because that's what
Like,
it's
I'm
about.
sure that Rodgers would trade in all 4 of those for at least 2 more Super Bowl rings. If he has
Without
3
a doubt.
rings, if he had 3 rings right now, I think he'd be having a different conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If he had 3 rings, I think you could argue that he's probably better than Peyton Manning. Like, arguable. But, you know.
Yeah. But you know, defense lets him down, and then it's a whole thing to get into. But I think that's going to be the end of Packers Corner this week. Didn't have a whole lot, which honestly I'm kind of relieved by, because talking about Aaron Rodgers every week is kind of starting to get a little bit draining. So I'd like some more Packers news if they will send any out there. But we're going to move on to Panthers Corner, and I will let you guys take the stage.
All right. We didn't really have much to talk about, but then some news dropped probably 2 hours ago before we started this. So Panthers have hired Dom Capers as their new senior defensive assistant. For anybody that has been following the Panthers, and definitely kind of the older crowd Panther-wise, Dom Capers was actually the very first head coach of the Carolina Panthers. So it's a cool little reunion coming back to Carolina.
On a Super Bowl with Green Bay.
So, yeah, he's close with the new coordinator, Ejiro Avero, and he'll serve as the veteran voice as he did last year in Denver. So he's coming with Ejiro to Carolina from Denver. I don't think we talked. Did we talk? We haven't talked since Evero got hired, have we? Okay, so we've also hired Ejiro, and I'm probably butchering his name.
Yeah, I don't know how to say his name. I feel bad about it.
Ejiro Avero, I think.
Yeah,
it looks like it's supposed to be pronounced. Yep. I'm probably butchering it, but oh well. As our new defensive coordinator, he was at Denver. If you look at his stats last year, he had a top 10 defense. So I'm here with it. The thing is you're going to have him for probably 1 year. You may get him for 2.
I'm hoping to.
I'm hoping to also, just because of the Rooney Rule. I know that's a crappy thing to say, but I'm always down for a 3rd-round pick.
Got to play the game, baby.
That's right, baby. We playing checkers, not chess, baby. But
I don't know if that's what you want to be playing.
I think you want to do the opposite.
I like checkers is better than chess. Be honest,
that's fact. That's a fact.
That's cool though. Y'all play whatever you want. I don't care. But and then also the Panthers, and this one's kind of questionable because I know what some people's thinking, so I'll get to it here soon. But the Panthers have also hired Josh McCown as their quarterback coach. Everybody's like, why would you hire him? Josh McCown wasn't that great of a QB. He was a backup. You're right. He sat behind quarterbacks for 17 seasons and learned how to play the NFL. He knows the ins and the outs. He's seen it all for 17 years.
Yep.
And another thing, if you're a CJ Stroud fan, if you're a Bryce Young fan, if you're a Will Levis fan, and probably if you're an Anthony Richardson fan, you're probably going to like Josh McCown because he likes all 3 of these. Or I don't know about AR-15, but he's put out tape and stuff of him talking about CJ and Bryce and Will, so he knows these guys. So I think he's a little more biased on CJ Stroud, but I mean, he likes all 3 of them guys, and it's adding fuel to the fire of his Carolina trading up.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I'm good with it. I ain't against it. I think the staff that we're putting together is pretty good. I don't know if we talked about Deuce Staley being brought to Carolina either, but the Lions running back coach has been brought over to Carolina. We don't know his role yet. Yep. We don't know his role still. He's been here about a week, so he could be OC, but I think the only way he gets the OC job, in my opinion, is if Brian Johnson doesn't leave the Eagles.
I would agree with that.
I think Brian Johnson is the number 1 guy on the board for Carolina. And everybody's like, well, what if he goes here? What if he goes there? Are they going to outbid David Tepper is the question. Because David Tepper's going to spend he's going to dig as deep down in his pocket as he needs to get the guys he wants, because he knows that he can build a staff however he wants to.
Yeah, we just need to hope that the Colts don't hire Shane Steichen.
Yeah, because if Shane leaves, Ben becomes the OC more than likely in Philly. And then it's like, well, would you rather be the OC in Philly or would you rather be it in Carolina? In all honesty, everybody's picking Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So
Chance to get
but
a ring.
apparently,
Baby.
huh?
Chance to get a ring, baby.
Oh yeah, he might get 2 if he keeps going. If they win Sunday. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's weird because some people's like, well, it's weird that you hire a quarterback coach before you hire an OC. Well, yeah, but at the same time, kind of like I said earlier to you guys, like, yeah, but now it just shows that you're waiting to see how the dominoes fall in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yep.
And from what I'm hearing, Shane Steichen and Jeff Saturday are the 2 finalists to get the head coaching job. And who? Raheem Morris?
Raheem Morris, yeah, the Rams.
And
DC.
Raheem Morris are the top 3 to get the Colts head coaching job. And I would about bet money it's going to be Jeff Saturday, 100%. Even Darius Leonard Shaq Leonard, has come out and said, you give Jeff a full coaching staff of his picking, a full season, I think would be a pretty good team. When the leader of the Indianapolis Colts team is coming out and saying that, it's not like Irsay really needed any more push to go to Saturday, and then he just got it right there. So so I really would not be surprised if Jeff Saturday's named head coach sometime early next week, by Wednesday, more than likely.
I don't think it'd be a bad idea, but I do agree with Shaq Leonard. I mean, you give the guy what he wants and what he asks for, and then like allow him to, as we've talked about several times in the past weeks, go and get his guy. I think he's going to be coming into a lot better situation than what he did when that locker room was divided and just not what it should be.
Right, but here's my rebuttal to that is Matt Rule, for example. And at least we can say Matt Rule had some sort of coaching experience. Jeff doesn't. Jeff came straight out of
high school
football team where he
was 20 and 16.
Wasn't good.
20 and 16.
Got the interim head coaching job for no reason whatsoever. And now you're going to hire him for your... I think it's a little bit of like, you're one of the better players for Indianapolis, and I like you a lot.
Yeah.
So, which I don't care, because I think they're going to take Will Levis if they even take a quarterback. So,
I definitely think they'll take a quarterback.
Yeah. We'll see. Will Levis just looks like the most Indianapolis Colts guy, dude. I don't know what it is about him, man. Ever since I've seen him, I'm just like, this guy just looks like he's built for Indianapolis.
They love those white pocket quarterbacks, man.
Dude, yeah.
They love them.
We don't have a slide for it, but we need to talk about the 20. We'll wait for next week. We'll do the next year's Hall of Fame class. I'd like to talk about that some.
Yeah.
And then the only thing I want to add to the coaching stuff by the Panthers, this was a tweet from John Ellis, and he talked about the years of NFL coaching experience for every person. So Frank Reich has 17 years. Avero has 15. Deuce Staley has 12. James Campen has 19. Chris Tabor has 14. Peter Hansen has 4. Josh McCown has 0 as coach, but 19 as a player. And Dom Capers has 34. So that's an average of NFL coaching experience of 14.4 years. And only 2 of them do not have a Super Bowl. 3 if you count Josh McCown. I don't know if he has a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But Chris Tabor doesn't, and Peter Hansen.
I'm almost positive Josh McCown was on a Super Bowl team. I think he was on a Super Bowl team.
Dude played for like 16 different teams. No shot. He didn't sit behind one Super Bowl winning team.
Pretty sure he was on New England when they won the Super Bowl a couple times.
Let's see.
No telling. But while you're looking that up, right here, Joe Pearson tweeted out, here's the updated staff. QB coach Josh McCown. O-line is James Campen. To be determined is Deuce Staley. DC is Ejiro Evero. Defensive assistant Dom Capers. Linebacker Peter Hansen. And special teams is Chris Tabor. Linebacker coach Peter Hansen also is coming over from Denver. So it looks like we're going to be, which also with Avero and all them coming over, we're going to turn into a 3-4 defense. So my hope with that is Brian Burns shows out. But with that, I'm really hoping Jeremy Chin, they move him into the box. Moving Jeremy Chin down into the box as a linebacker, I think, like he played his rookie season, would be amazing. I mean, we've seen what he could do as a rookie. I mean, now he's got a couple years under his belt. Put him back where he was better at, which was linebacker, and roll with it. And he's not a bad safety, but he gets
should
burnt.
be a linebacker.
He gets burnt by these receivers, and we just can't have that.
Yeah, he needs to either be like in the box, like you said, in the box, or
cover a tight end,
or make him a linebacker. Yeah,
I'd rather you cover a tight end than cover. He has a better like a passer rating when he's covering tight ends and running backs than receivers. Receivers, I don't think he's fast enough to keep up with these receivers.
No,
which I'm not hating on Jeremy Chin. I'm just saying, I think he's better in the box, in my opinion. I think he'd be a great linebacker.
I could see that.
I do not think McCown has ever won a Super Bowl.
No,
he has not. He has never won a Super Bowl.
To be on all those teams and never won a Super Bowl is wild.
Every single one of them's trash, except for the 49ers that one year.
Well, it'd be that way.
Man,
so
that really does suck.
I guess while we're on the topic, are you guys done with Panthers Corner? You guys good?
I didn't really have anything else.
There's nothing else.
Well, in that case, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're going to the Super Bowl, baby. Sunday, just 2 days away in Arizona. You have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles for Super Bowl 57. Looks to be a pretty good matchup. I know that I got the report from Ian Rappaport, I think, sent it out today, that the Kansas City Chiefs are fully healthy. Nobody is on IR for the Super Bowl.
The Eagles.
And so are the Eagles.
The Eagles had a couple people on the injury report, but nothing serious. I think
they have one guy named questionable, and it's
but like Lane Johnson was on it earlier, but he was full participant, so it's not like it was nothing crazy. It was an elbow something. I don't know. So he'll be ready. It looks like we're gonna have a full
everybody playing
squad, which is gonna be awesome.
It's gonna look like we're definitely not gonna have. I don't know what it is, but I think that the playoffs this year. Maybe the championship games just themselves and probably a couple of the divisional games were just kind of disappointing. It's been a disappointing playoffs for me personally. But I think that this Super Bowl is going to be really good.
I think the NFC's been disappointing. The AFC's been kind of
good,
going right at it. I mean, they've all the last. Let's see. The last two since not Cincinnati. The last two, well, actually, all the AFC games have all come down to like 5 points.
Yeah.
Baltimore took Cincinnati to the wire. Jacksonville took Kansas City to the wire, and then Kansas City and Cincinnati was another game that only was won by 3 points. Every game that Pat Mahomes and Joe Burrow has played in, the game has only been won by 3 points, no more, no less.
I still think that the Jacksonville Chargers game was probably the best game of the playoffs.
Definitely.
Yeah, probably only because of the comeback.
Yeah, it was electric though. I love that game.
It was cool.
I still can't believe they lost that.
But I'm a big fan of T-Law, so I'm good with that. But I expect us to be seeing Trevor Lawrence in the playoffs a lot more.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely with Doug Peterson.
Yeah, I feel different about the Jacksonville. I feel different about the Jaguars this year, looking at their playoff run, than I did when they were Saxonville back in, what was that, like 17 or something like that, when they were having the pretty good run with Bortles.
Yep.
I feel like Trevor Lawrence is a much better quarterback.
I'm going to put it like right to you right quick. If you have a second-year Trevor Lawrence that we've seen this year on the 2017 team, they probably win the Super Bowl.
Probably.
More than likely.
Because that team was about unstoppable.
And it was also very weak.
They got a crap call that was a fumble that was going to be returned back for a touchdown that had them beaten New England, and they got a crap call and said the ball was dead. That ball wasn't dead.
Oh, you're right. I remember.
That was a live ball, bud.
That was totally live.
Power of Brady, man.
Yep. It wasn't in the script. It wasn't in the script that season, boys.
It was not in the script. You gotta stop bringing this up, man.
Tried to go off script.
We got people actually watching now. By the way, just a quick little sidebar. Thank you guys so much to everybody who tuned in last week. Obviously, when we started this, it's really not about the views or anything. It still is not, but just the fact that we had as many views as we did on the last video, man, we really appreciate it. So, I mean, while we do appreciate the views, if y'all could hit that subscribe button, man, we'd really appreciate it. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about all that. Back to the actual content. Yeah, man, the Super Bowl's good. Do you guys want to make predictions now? Well, I guess we probably should since it's 2 days away.
Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. So make your prediction, and then I want to hear what everybody's Super Bowl MVP is.
Okay.
So
do that after, or
yeah, like do your prediction, and then tell me who you think is going to be your MVP.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Who's gonna go first?
But before we do predictions, real quick, they've been talking about it all week about the whole legacy of Pat Mahomes and stuff. Tell me, if Kansas City loses this game, does Pat Mahomes get labeled as the new, and don't take this the wrong way, gets labeled as the new Aaron Rodgers? Or if they win, is he going to be already? They're already considering him one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Somewhat I can agree, but he's got to play a little bit longer. Like, yeah, he's done some. He's one of the best if not the best quarterback I've ever seen with my own eyes play. And since I've been watching football, the dude does stuff that's just unreal. But if he does lose this game, they're going to be like, well, is he just that guy that's going to have that one championship but can't get it done? Because that if they win, it's like, oh, Pat Mahomes, yeah, Pat Mahomes. But if they lose, it's like, even if they lose because of Cody, when they lose because of the special teams in the NFC Championship game, who got blamed that year?
Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, when you win or you lose, all the eyes go to the quarterback.
Hold on, Colin. You think it pisses you off?
Oh, yeah. It's
I
rough.
have to hear about this
rough.
all the time. Look, dude.
It's rough.
All right. 2012. Okay, so I guess you could probably call it 2011 because it was the 2011-2012 season. We lost because of defense. 2014, we lost because of defense. 2020, we lost because of defense.
Year, it was the catch.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
It was Brandon. 2014 was Brandon Bostic. It was the NFC Championship game against the freaking Seahawks, and Brandon Bostic didn't catch the
talking about the Cowboys game. Talking about the Cowboys game.
Oh, the one where Dez didn't catch it.
You don't think
that was a catch? That was a catch.
No, I don't.
That was a catch.
That was not a catch.
That was a catch.
It hit the ground. I'm not talking about it. I'm on my point. 2020, it was defense. It was Kevin King on freaking. I think it was either Mike Evans or Scotty Miller.
Oh yeah. God!
Yeah, you already know how I feel about him.
Dude.
And then 2021,
I hated that man. I'm not even a Packer fan.
2021, it was two people, or one person and a unit. It was Aaron Rodgers and it was special teams. Yeah. 2021 is the only time that I will say that was Aaron Rodgers' fault in the playoffs. Man, I know that somebody is listening right now, and if you are listening right now and you've made it this far in the video, I want you to know. All right, I want you to know. You can say 1 and 5 all you want to. 4 of those is not his fault. If defense shores up in 3 of those games, all right, Aaron Rodgers has 4 rings right now. Okay, that's it.
All right.
What teams would y'all have played if y'all had went those seasons?
So
2014 would have been Denver, right?
2014 would have been Denver. Yeah, 2014 would have been Denver. Seattle went on to win that game.
Y'all probably would have beat that Denver team. That Denver team would come out and look like crap.
Yeah.
I wish we'd have played that Denver team.
God,
wouldn't that be nice? So 2014 we would have beaten Denver. 2011 we would have played Baltimore.
I don't know if you'd have won that game. That's
script was in Ray Lewis's favor. So
that was all for Ray Lewis, buddy.
2020, we would have played the Chiefs.
Ooh.
That I don't know about that one.
Ooh, that one would have been tough.
That was.
That would have been tough.
Isn't that whenever they like came back like 4 times during the playoffs?
2021, we would have played
3 times.
Tampa.
We would have played Tampa. No, we would have played the Bengals. No, they made it last year.
Yeah, they made it last year. Yeah, you would have played, like he said.
It was 2021 because we wouldn't have played Tampa because they're in the NFC.
Oh, you'd have played the Chiefs again?
Chiefs. Yep, Chiefs.
Chiefs again.
Back-to-back Chiefs.
We would have been back-to-back State Farm Bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
That's funny.
That took me a second. I was like, what? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me that ain't weird. State Farm Bowl. Dudes, where are they playing this week? The State Farm Stadium. It's in the script, man.
In the script.
Dude, I'm telling you, they got the script, right? But they got the wrong team playing. We're supposed to be there right now. It's supposed to be the State Farm Bowl and State Farm Stadium, and it's going to be the passing of the torch. We would have lost the game, but it would have been the passing of the torch from Aaron Rodgers to Pat Mahomes for the State Farm commercials, because Aaron's done. So once he's done, now Pat Mahomes has all the State Farm money.
I'm waiting for the new Baker Mayfield commercial. I haven't seen any of those recently. I wonder what happened.
Thank God.
Well, his home is at the in the XFL now. So
the SoFi Arena.
Hey, go DC Defenders, baby.
God almighty. All right, let's jump on this, man. CK, what's your Super Bowl prediction and your MVP?
Okay, I'm going to say I think the Eagles are going to win it. I think it's going to be, I don't know, 30-something to 31-28. Somebody wins they win on a last-second field goal. I think, biasly, I think Hassan Reddick's going to win it. I think Hassan Reddick's going to get a big sack at some point in the game. It's going to be a turnover, and the Eagles going to score off of it to tie it. And then they're going to come back the next series, and then Patrick Mahomes is going to be getting ready to go down the field, sacked again. And then Jalen Hurts goes for it. I want the Chiefs to win, though. But the Eagles are winning.
Well, since that's your prediction, I'll go next. I've got a 38-35 score with the Eagles winning, and Hassan Reddick being my MVP also, dude.
Let's go, baby.
Dude, anybody who's been watching Philly knows this year, man, Hassan been on a mission. Mm-hmm. And that man was eating last week or 2 weeks ago when he played. So they dog stomped New York, and then they went to San Fran. Well, San Fran come to them, and then they dog stomped them, even though I know they was on their 8-string quarterback, but still. Nah, man, these Eagles team built different, man. Because it's like when you look at the teams divided by each other, and you're like, what position's better? I give Kansas City probably QB and tight end for sure, but I don't know what other part that I would give to them. Because you could say maybe D-line.
They got a better kicker.
But okay.
Quarterback.
But I already said quarterback. Quarterback and tight ends, 2 given.
Wide receiver.
No.
Who got a better? Did you say the?
Who? You think Kansas?
You think Kansas is
better than who? MVS Cap.
That's
okay.
Cap. That's so.
Pull the bias away.
Oh, he's faster.
Pull the bias away for 5 seconds.
Okay, I'm pulling it away. I'm pulling it back. MVS.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, exactly. Yeah, nah. MVS is like
tight end.
I already said. Do you listen when I talk?
No, he doesn't. No.
I said the two. Those are the 3 I just was talking about. O-line, Cap.
Coach.
Chiefs do got a better kicker.
Yeah, I mean, it's Andy Reid.
Quez Watkins is faster than MVS, by the way.
That's true. But I don't know, man. I've got the Eagles 38-35 with Hassan being my Super Bowl MVP.
All right, cool. Well, I guess it's time to dispel these bozos. Anyways, I've got the Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl with Travis Kelce as the Super Bowl MVP.
That's a good pick.
With a ending score, because Chris Jones is going to have a big game. With a ending score of 38-32.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Question: Chris Jones, the guy that was at the combine where the thing fell out, wasn't it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That was dude,
That is him. That is him.
That's Hall of Fame worthy. Bro got drafted as a Hall of Famer. That's wild. That's
damn
wild.
baby on, man.
That's what. Okay, come on. Man.
All right, buddy.
Come on, man.
If the Chiefs win, they're gonna break. They're gonna break two. What do you call it? Curses. MVP curse and desecrating the Rocky statue.
Yeah. Nobody touched the Rocky statue until today, and I was like, really?
Yep.
So
Travis even said not to touch it.
Exactly, dude. If I was Travis, I'd have went out there and beat him up.
Honestly, I think it's Eagles players that do it.
Did you see that guy in front of the statue? That guy was not an Eagles player.
I heard about this on the actually the New Heights podcast that the Kelsey brothers do probably like last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. But Jason Kelsey has a theory that at this point he thinks it's Philadelphia players doing it just to troll. But for some reason it gets the players like hyped up.
Well, to be honest with you, man, you don't mess with Rocky. Let's be honest.
Like, I mean, Rocky, he only takes like 438 chin shots, and then gets up
and wins.
The American spirit, baby.
Exactly, dude. There's no harder workout scene that I've ever seen than the Rocky video of him doing, the Eye of the Tiger and all. That's dude. What? Heat. That's a fire workout scene in a movie. I freaking love Rocky.
All right. Well, in the spirit of keeping this a short episode, which hopefully you guys will enjoy.
I wanted to talk real quick though. Sorry, I need to cut you off. About some NFL news real quick about stuff going on around the league.
Yeah, man.
Derek Carr could potentially be traded to the Saints.
Let's go, baby.
But everybody's freaking out about that, and they're like, well, what are they waiting on? They're waiting because next week he gets cut, and they don't have to pay $30 million. They're not trading for Derek Carr. They're going to wait till he gets cut and pick him up if they're smart. I pray they trade for him and they stay in cap hell because I absolutely hate the New Orleans Saints. They're not because they're smart and they're going to do that. That's okay because I very seriously doubt we'll have to deal with Michael Thomas any longer. Michael Thomas will probably end up being cut, and I wouldn't be surprised if something happens with Alvin Kamara, whether that's being traded or not. Probably not released, but they'll do something with his contract.
There's going to be a restructure. Because they have to.
Yeah. And
him
then,
and Cam Jordan. They've
I could care less if Cam Jordan ever steps on the football field again. Cam Jordan's my most hated Saints player probably of all time. But
I gotta do that, man.
Nah, he's a chump, dude. But yeah,
he's pretty good.
So that's that. And then Justin Jefferson's really good too. I love watching him beat up the Packers. Shut your mouth.
Dang, that's crazy because, last time he played the Packers, he had 3 catches for 14 yards. Really beat us up.
It's the one time. What happened the first game he played, Joe?
I don't remember. It was like
you went to sleep that week, didn't you? I'm trying to see. What else what else has been going on in the NFL this week? Anything else?
Sean Payton got hired.
Sean Payton to the Denver Broncos.
Sean Payton is Denver Broncos head coach.
Good for them. Oh, Cliff Kingsbury is being interviewed for the Houston Texans offensive coordinator job.
Yes, he is.
Very interesting. I thought the man was just going to live in Cabo forever. He's got the money to do it. Why not?
Was it Cabo? I thought he was in like...
He went to Thailand.
Yeah, he was in like Thailand.
Wherever it was, man, that man was living life. It doesn't matter.
True.
Dude just was living his best life. Going through Ian Rappaport to see. Let's see. Pat Mahomes won MVP. No questions about that.
Yep.
Dak Prescott won Man of the Year. His speech last night was very touching, man. I don't know if y'all got to watch it about his mom and his brother, but I gained a little bit of respect for him and his story and all that. I knew what happened to his brother, but I actually didn't even know his mom died many years ago. That was crazy.
I didn't know that either.
Apparently she had cancer when he was at Mississippi State, and she ended up dying. And you need to watch his speech, man. it brought tears.
I will watch it after this.
The Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2023. The top names is Rondé Barber, Darrell Revis, Zach Thomas, Joe Thomas, and DeMarcus Ware. That makes sense.
Nice.
Brian Daboll was the coach of the year.
We were saying that.
Yeah. Justin Jefferson won NFL Offensive Player of the Year.
No surprise.
No surprise there. D'Amico Ryans won Assistant Coach of the Year. When you had a defense like that, that makes sense.
Yep.
Very well deserved.
Let's see what else. The Jets swept the Rookie of the Year with offense and defense, but
Christian Watson
Zach
snubbed.
okay, not over Garrett Wilson.
What?
You got to put the bias to his side, dude.
I'm not.
Garrett Wilson dogged was a
I didn't
dog.
see Garrett Wilson. I didn't see Garrett Wilson even have a multiple touchdown game.
So a multiple touchdown game automatically makes him the offensive rookie of the year?
Against the Cowboys? That was like a top 10 defense this year? He got 3.
Kenneth Walker got more first place votes than all of them.
Listen, I understand how you're looking at me right now, but
Deontay Foreman and them had an over five. No, but they're offensive player of the year. Why not then? They had over 500 yards combined.
Not better than Justin Jefferson. Christian Watson's a better receiver than
they had over
Wilson.
5. Deontay Foreman had a 3 touchdown rushing game versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay, see, you just doing it. You're playing yourself right now.
I'm not playing myself.
Finish the list. Finish the list. Go, Pat. Go. Finish the list. Finish the list.
Stupid bias shit, man.
Finish the list.
The Commanders are moving forward. Sam Howell makes sense.
I call Cap.
I don't know, man. It depends. Oh, the pipeline of the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers, or the Carolina Bills and the Buffalo Panthers, however you want to say it. Al Holcomb is going to Buffalo as a defensive assistant. What else? Roger Goodell is stupid. He thinks that the NFL officiating this season has been the best it's ever been. That is the wildest thing I've ever heard this week.
Yeah, it's funny that you brought that up.
No sense whatsoever, dude.
I wanted to talk about that. I think I just forgot to add it as a topic. But yeah, Roger, you're probably never going to listen to this, but
I hope you do.
I hope he does. You're a clown.
Yep.
Clown.
Dave Portnoy.
Clown.
I'm on his side.
Love it. Yeah, but he's a clown.
Yeah.
Clown. Big clown.
Another big breaking news. My man Steve Wilks is going to be the defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. So congrats, Wilks. Let's go. Woo! Let's go.
Golf clap. Golf clap. We hate the Niners over here. Golf clap.
So good for him. Good for Steve Wilks. Dog. Shout out PMS.
Yep.
But yeah, big fan of that, man. I'm glad for him. Nothing really else though. Myles Garrett did dislocate his toe in a race versus Brian Burns in the Pro Bowl. Take that, loser. You lost twice in one round. Good job.
Come on, man.
What's next?
Come on,
That's
man.
great. That was great.
You can't just go off and at least wish the man
if you
a speedy
look like
recovery.
that, you walk around looking like that, and the injury you get is a dislocated toe, I'm allowed to laugh.
He was in a
Chop it
race.
off.
That wasn't much. That wasn't much of a race, dog.
And sprained his ankle.
That wasn't much of a race, dog. That thing was over when the whistle blew. I'm gonna be honest with you, champ. That man was looking like Spider-Man out there. I don't care what you say.
Nice.
He was, man. He was out there.
Read the list.
He was looking right. I'm done. I'm good.
Oh, and Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year.
Oh yeah, that one makes sense though. Hey, that's what happens.
They need to split it up.
That's what happens when they don't write back. When you don't write back, you win Comeback Player of the Year. Next year, probably Offensive Player of the Year.
I mean, I guess all you have
Just
to do
don't
is
write
not
back.
have a terrible season one time,
Yeah.
and you win Comeback Player of the Year.
They
So good
definitely
job, Gino. Good job
think,
for not being mediocre
what's his
for a
name?
season.
One reporter said
Congratulations.
probably a good point.
Let's
they
be
need to,
honest.
they need to split it. for the guy.
Congrats on getting into the playoffs since we lost. Good job, Gino. Love you.
Are we gonna be honest though? You guys are saying this.
To be honest,
where?
honest?
Okay, tell me this. before the season started, how many games was Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks winning? Did
4.
you have winning them? 4?
Max.
Yeah, like 4.
Yeah. How many they win?
Yeah, but that's not coming back from anything. Would you come back from the bench?
He's
Was he
coming
not
back from a
injured?
terrible career.
He was injured last year, wasn't he?
No, what?
No, he was just
What
bad.
What are you?
Well, I wanted CMC to win, so I don't really care. But I'm just saying, comeback player has to be
What
an
is
injured
CMC
player, right?
coming back from?
CMC
I mean, he's
was
come back
hurt
from
last
3
season.
injuries.
Oh, I was gonna say
And Matt Rule. That's
a
enough.
bad team.
Yeah, if you come back from yeah. Well, I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers.
Well, Aaron Rodgers is in darkness, so we can't really look at him right now. But anyways,
He can't look at nothing, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You look at his poop hole.
Can't even see that.
Oh,
No, that man's looking at daggum. I don't.
That's rough.
Apparently, they got a little thing in that little door they can open. They slide food and stuff to him, and I'm like, "What are you eating?"
What if he's doing like ayahuasca?
What's ayahuasca?
Isn't that a drug?
It's the drug that he does.
Oh yeah, dude. That's another thing PMS was talking about. They were talking about all the drugs, these psychedelics, and they're like, just talking, and he's like, "So what are you gonna do in there? Mushrooms, meth? What's going on in that thing?" Like, nah, man. AJ Hawk was having a time with that dang dark retreat, man. I loved it. Oh man, I couldn't stop laughing at work.
Love it. All right, let's move on to this mock draft, and then we'll get out of here.
Let's
man.
get to mock draft, baby.
Okay, let's see. I gotta share my screen.
I want to be a mock
It's
draft,
mock draft season, baby. Where will they go?
Wow.
Oh man,
By John Robinson.
this is fun, man.
B. John
All
Robinson.
right, y'all can see it, right?
Y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
While
cool.
we're getting all this set up, man, like I said before, don't forget to like and subscribe. Listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. We are everywhere that you can listen to a podcast. So if you got the time, or if you're just trying to go to work, especially like one of these short episodes, you can probably listen to it while you're on the way, and then you don't have to see our ugly faces. So Aaron, I see that you got the stuff pulled up for the mock. Let's get right into it.
All right, man. So we're gonna do this one's gonna be with trades. We'll talk as we go through. Do we think that the number 1 pick gets traded?
Yep.
Or do we think they sit on
I'd
it?
say in real life, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it gets traded.
Now here's your top 3 teams to be traded, and then we can add in some wild cards on it. They're either going to trade down to 2 with Houston, they're going to trade down to 4 with Indianapolis, or they're going to trade down to 9 with Carolina. Are my top 3 landing spots. 2 randoms that could probably pop in. I think that you could add Tennessee, and you could maybe make an argument for Washington, but I don't think they have and maybe even Tampa. But I mean, yeah, the Raiders too at 7.
I guess that one depends on if they go for a vet or not.
Yeah. And that's where I think that Aaron Rodgers goes if he does go anywhere. Why not go back?
Yeah,
and
get
hang
that
out
man to the
with
Raiders.
Devontae? Why not?
Get him back.
But
I think it's gonna be the Colts.
Do you think it's the Colts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we go with the Colts. Okay, so it's going to be a first-round pick swap, of course. It's going to be 1. It's going to be a first-round pick next year.
Yeah.
Probably their second, right?
Yeah, and then the third next year, probably.
A third next year?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you can trade players in this. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we're
going to be trading Rodgers in this one too.
Okay.
Ooh.
We shall force the trade.
Yep.
Trade's been accepted. We are starting the draft, and then we can trade as we go through, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So the first pick, the Chicago Bears have traded with the Indianapolis Colts. Who are the Colts selecting?
If you want to be real, as much as the meme of Will Levis is there.
Yeah.
I think
I
the
do think they take Will Levis.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Even
without the meme, I don't know why, but it feels like Irsay and Jeff Saturday are just a Will Levis type team. So we'll go Will Levis. Okay. The Texans. I seen the craziest thing the other day. Of course, they're going to take a QB. Absolutely no other questions. They're probably taking one of these two. More than likely this guy. Is what if he comes in, my man comes in, D'Amico, and takes Will Anderson or Jalen Carter? We're not doing that here, but I'm just saying, could you imagine the just
It would definitely be interesting.
Jesus
It would be an interesting
Christ? So
move.
we've all come to Bryce Young, right?
For now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good with that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Next pick, number 3. This is where I think another trade happens.
Probably.
And I think it's the Panthers. You're sitting
Okay.
here, your 2 quarterbacks are gone. Are you going to risk Seattle, the Lions, and arguably the Falcons? Probably not, right?
Mm.
So you're going to take 3, give them 9. Probably one of your seconds. So let's
61.
Let's do 61. We'll do a first next year because it's going to take a first next year.
I think that'd probably be all it takes. If not, like maybe like a 4th, but I don't think anything else.
Yeah, I'll do 114 also. It just feels like it went down percentages if I added a 4 to give. That's just stupid. Well, like I said, it's hard when you do mock drafts with trades because you never really know what the compensation is going to be. You're kind of just You're just playing. So I'll force it. I'm not going to offer it. So we're here. Carolina moves up. I mean, when CJ Stroud, I know some people are for AR and some people's for CJ, but if they're both on the board, who are you taking?
Oh, CJ.
I mean, taking CJ, yeah.
Okay. I know you're a big AR fan.
Although I'm not. I would never pick Anthony Richardson over CJ Stroud. Never. I would never do that.
Okay.
I also think this scenario is never going to happen. But you
Oh
know.
no! Unless there's unless these two get traded, the first 3 off the board won't be quarterbacks. If 1 and 3 get traded, this is just like, I don't know.
The Colts one, I think that's the one where it's like, I think they might be stupid, but I think somebody in that room is going to see CJ Stroud and they're going to pick him.
I don't know, man. If you're Chicago, you take either one of these guys. There's no bit. So,
oh yeah.
I mean, Anderson or Jalen Carter. What do y'all like better?
I think Jalen Carter would be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I'm Seattle here, you take
Best
Will
available.
Anderson, right? Yeah, you take BBA.
Best player available.
Okay. If you're the Lions.
I think, well, let's see here. What do they need?
If I were them, I would take a shot on a quarterback.
You could, or do you wait
I don't
see
know,
what
man.
happens down here?
Jared Goff played really well this year, so I don't know if they're fully.
I think right here you could take BPA and then take a quarterback in the later rounds because I could see a Hendon Hooker landing in Detroit in the 2nd or 3rd.
I think Brian Breeze goes to them at this spot.
Okay, I could see it.
I think that makes the most sense for them because they're trying to get somebody to pair up with Aiden Hutchinson. I think that makes the most sense to me.
Then why not go Miles Murphy to put on the opposite side?
They have another good edge.
Do they?
What's his? They had 2 monster.
Oh, that's
edges.
right. They did.
Yeah.
And then
I don't remember who it is.
Up the middle,
they have Aleem McNeil.
Aleem McNeil. So pair him up with Brian. I'm actually good with that. Then does that sound good to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. The Raiders. Is this where we're gonna have a trade?
Yes.
Okay.
The Green Bay Packers trade Aaron Rodgers to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay.
For their number 7 pick and Hunter Renfrow. That's a popular one that I've been seeing a lot lately.
Really?
Yeah.
Not that. I'm talking about that. Okay. Okay. It's gonna probably
you're gonna
require.
Have to force it.
You're probably
have to force it.
You're gonna have to. Okay. That's better than Darren Waller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So who Green Bay taking?
Yeah, so here I think that we actually try and shore up the secondary a little bit just because of how they played this year. And actually, yeah. Well, I think we go ahead and get Devin Witherspoon at number 7.
All right.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, I like that pick. If I'm Atlanta, I'll probably take BPA, and I'm probably taking Miles Murphy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona Falls. They could use a little bit of everything, but they're probably going to be trading DeAndre Hopkins. So do you look at wide receiver because now you just have Rondale Moore?
I actually think that they go on the opposite side of the ball and try to build up that defense, and they go Christian Gonzalez. And I say that because that secondary, other than Budda Baker, is kind of lacking, and you also have the need to replace J.J. Watt. So
I was just about to say you also
Tyree
have
Wilson.
J.J. Watt.
I think Tyree Wilson.
So maybe you go.
And you got to think you're gonna have to chase Brock Purdy, Geno Smith, and who's the other guy? Matt Stafford. You need somebody to take them down.
Well, you don't really have to chase Matt Stafford. He'll stand there for you.
That's true. So I'm good with Tyree Wilson. Yeah. This is literally just BPA. I mean, they've got everything they need. I mean, I don't really. I mean,
maybe you take I would say Paris Johnson.
I would say either that, or I could see them trying to. They're definitely going to try and.
I could see Lane Johnson retiring,
and Paris Johnson can play guard too.
Or maybe they get a center and they try and replace Jason Kelsey because he's talking about retirement this year.
Remember though, they've got one down here. They've got the last pick in this draft.
And they got Lane and Dickerson.
We've got time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you take what you need here or do you take BPA?
I think you take BPA and go Paris Johnson, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, like, you have the guy you can slide in the guard even if Lane doesn't retire yet, which who knows what he'll do.
Okay. Tennessee, man, I think you take wide receiver here.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So I think you just go Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
He's probably the best on the board. He's the biggest.
Get Bryce some protection. Oh, wait, no, they have, I guess they have Laremy Tunsil. Never mind. Forget that.
Yeah, but you need another tackle.
Yeah. So I think Skoronski could be really good there.
Skoronski.
So I'm good with Peter. The Jets, they need a little bit of everything. I would love the Jets if they took a quarterback.
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson. There's no shot they take AR.
Why not?
They may.
Dude,
who's their quarterback?
So crazy. Zach Wilson.
Mike White.
Mike White, Joe Flacco.
Mike White.
Mike White, Joe Flacco, and Anthony Richardson. What a creep. Are we really going to do Anthony Richardson? Y'all really want to do
I think they're going to draft a quarterback if one falls to him. Keyword there.
God, that's crazy.
I can almost see them trying to shore up that secondary and get Brian Branch, though, to put back there. Because they've already got Sauce.
Would be crazy.
They've already got Sauce. And,
where you put Christian Gonzalez on the opposite side of Sauce. Jesus Christ.
That'd be monstrous.
Oh, no, yeah, they're going after a vet. Never mind. Forget what I said.
Yeah. I really think you put somebody on the opposite side of Sauce and you get another shutdown to Gonzalez. I really like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm still not convinced that Aaron Rodgers is not going to be a Jet. So,
right.
I just did it with the Raiders because, I mean,
but I think Aaron Rodgers would rather go to the Raiders because of Devontae. He's already got the connection. I'm going to go Christian here. Is that cool?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. I don't know why it says a QB. They don't need a QB.
Mac Jones sucks.
Mac Jones does suck.
They deserve to have Mac Jones.
B. John Robinson, baby.
Get him out the league.
I can see him taking an edge here, to be honest with you, and just going
Iowa edge.
Yeah, I could see him
taking an edge.
Yeah, or being, what's his name? Who's the head coach? Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick.
He's gonna take some random guy.
Tanner McKee, baby.
He'll go down here and just take somebody that doesn't. He'll take the Dalton Kincaid down there over whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Lucas Van Ness. Is that cool? An edge.
He'll take the guy that looks the most like Tom Brady.
Right. Green Bay. I'm guessing I'm gonna go to tight end, right? Well, I guess I don't need to go to tight end.
Or is it gonna be that wide receiver?
We are not. We are actually gonna pick up Mr. Zay Flowers out of Boston College. I know I've been really high on Jordan Addison.
I was gonna say you still have Jordan there.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've seen a lot of stuff recently on Packers Twitter that points in the direction of Zay Flowers, and I think that he can stretch the field just a little bit better than Jordan can. Yep. So I've been very high on Jordan, and I wouldn't mind if he fell and we actually picked him up. I wouldn't mind that at all. I think that Zay Flowers is going to be that guy for us. So yeah, I'm good with Zay Flowers.
Okay. If you're Washington here, I know it says you roll with Sam Howell, but do you pass on AR?
Yes, and I think you pass on AR because I think AR is probably going to end up in Tampa.
What?
Okay.
I think he falls down the board.
I know what you're okay. I was gonna say I know what you're saying, but
Okay.
I don't know. I think they'd pick Anthony.
But I think Washington probably wants to see what they have with Sam.
Well, this is another thing. This is Ron Rivera's last season.
Yeah.
If something doesn't happen.
Yep. That's my reasoning. Are you gonna walk in with one guy?
Why not take your shot and go get AR?
Yeah.
Or I mean,
maybe. I don't know. There's so many things that Washington needs, honestly. Like even more than what it's saying here. Like they need receivers, they need line, they need defense. I mean, they need corners. Like they need everything, man. So I think. I think that the AR pick is definitely interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know if I see it.
I think
it could be a multitude of things.
It could be a lot, but I think
if
AR somehow falls this far, you have to take him.
Yeah,
we can do it for this draft. Yeah,
okay.
I don't know if I agree with it, but we can do it.
You've got to take probably a tackle here. I don't know. They've got you could. I mean, I don't know what else you could do D-line, I guess. Cam Hayward's getting kind of old.
Broderick or Jones.
That's what I was thinking. Broderick.
Yeah.
But Broderick Jones sounds like a Steelers player. You take BPA here? Because what did we take earlier? We took defensive interior earlier.
Yeah.
As much as I would hate it, I think I could see Michael Mayer maybe being a Lion, but I could also see Brian Branch being a Lion.
Trade away TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah. But who's their receivers?
They've got
Jameson Williams.
They've got
Amon-Ra, St. Brown.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. Now, what about this? Why not? Because I don't really trust Okudah. I don't think he's the best of corners.
Why not? It's Jeff Okudah and Amari Oruwariye or whatever out there.
Something crazy. Like so, but I really like Cam Smith, dude. Joey Porter's really good too, though. So
I think Jeff Okudah is a pretty serviceable starter, and I think he's been pretty decent for the Lions. So I think if you do give him a Cam Smith or a Joey Porter Jr. out there with him, because Oruwariye gets burnt a lot.
Yep. So you need to draft a number 1 corner and move Okudah to 2, right?
Probably.
Yeah, realistically. So I think that could probably be Joey Porter Jr.
Okay. I'm good with that one. You
good with Joey?
Okay.
Yeah, good Joey.
Yeah.
All right, Tampa, as you see, needs a multitude of things.
I think Tampa does a smart thing and goes I don't know if they go after a quarterback because I think in my heart of hearts, I think
I pray they'd pick Tanner McKee, but they won't do it.
Right. No, but I could see him taking Michael Mayer.
I could see that. I could see them taking.
So dangerous.
Yeah, I could see Michael Mayer there. I could also see them getting Jimmy Garoppolo in free agency.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong. And yeah, they have to go somewhere on offense, in my opinion.
I can definitely see Michael Mayer.
Just go Michael Mayer.
Yeah.
Another Seattle. What do we do with the first Seattle?
Seattle was Will Anderson.
Okay.
Mm.
Do they need a safety? Oh no, well you have Jamal Adams, but
that's like the worst.
And you have Diggs. They have Quandre Diggs, Jamal Adams.
I'll tell you what you could look at. Well, no, you got Kobe Bryant. Never mind.
What's their defensive line look like? I don't think it's good.
Their defensive interior is not nice.
No,
definitely not.
So let's look at their
Uchenna and Nawu. So
let's look at the interior.
That guy's actually pretty good.
Yeah, guys.
Is he?
Yeah, well, I think or at least he put up sacks somewhere. I don't know where it was though.
I could see
New Bennett.
Sakia Ika going. Sakia Ika's a really good. I mean, I take this with a grain of salt. I don't take that with nothing crazy, but
Let me see. I'm gonna look up the Seattle stats of it.
he's a good run stuffing. So apparently here they got like Nolan Smith, Osiris Torrance, Jackson Smith, Trenton Smith. A lot of people's taking edge at this pick.
I mean, no one. I mean,
his last name's
and we
Simpson.
drafted Will Anderson. So, do you double dip?
That'd be crazy.
But they have like that Nwosu guy had 9.5 sacks last season. So,
Okay.
Oh, he had a pretty good year then.
so I mean, maybe
Is
that
there a reason they go wide receiver?
that Georgia guard.
I don't see them going wide receiver because I really think they like the Tyler
Georgia.
Lockett, DK
The,
Metcalf thing
Florida.
that they got going.
Oh, Osiris?
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Give him a guard. Give him a guard.
Ha
Haha, get wrecked. That's what you get for interfering with Tom Brady, you nerds.
What a dummy. What a nerd.
Oh, God. Keenan Allen's going to be cut. You're going wide receiver here, right? And you're probably going to go Jordan Addison.
Are you crazy? Keenan Allen getting cut?
Yeah, everybody's talking about it.
Keenan Allen's about to get cut.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
A weird move by them. But yeah, go ahead and go Jordan Allison. Or actually,
Or do you go Jackson?
do we go JS?
But this is the thing, man, with JSN. He didn't play at all this season. He literally had like 5 catches for like maybe 100 yards, if that, this entire season. He didn't play. And that's different than, well, you can't be like, well, Jamar Chase didn't play. You're right. But Jamar Chase was
Jamar didn't play
out,
because
so-
he's
JSN.
popping out. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't play because he got injured a lot.
Yeah, so they're probably going to want a guy to go.
Yeah. And Jordan Addison is a taller guy than he is.
Yeah.
So you're going to need the length and the height of this man. So we're going to go Jordan Addison.
Is he really that much taller?
Additionally, I think he's like 6'4".
Hold on.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Hold on. I've got him right here. Jackson Smith is 6'1". He's actually a lot taller than I thought he was.
They're both 6 foot.
I lied.
6'1".
Jordan Addison's 6 foot.
Yep.
JSN's 6'1". JSN looks like a slot receiver, in my opinion. I always think he's like 5'11".
Like 5'8".
Yeah, I don't know about 5'8", but yeah.
Aaron Jones size, baby.
He's a little fella.
He's just a little guy.
I mean, right now you're gonna have back-to-back wide receiver picks, right?
Probably, and this is probably where Jackson goes.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Either that or I would, if they were not taking a wide receiver right here, which I'd be very surprised about because I'm pretty sure if Lamar stays in Baltimore, he wants receivers.
He's going to force them to draft a receiver.
They're going to force him to stay. They're going to tag him.
Yeah. Well, but I wouldn't be surprised if them going.
As you see,
this happens every year. Every Ravens fan drafts a receiver. They never get one.
And then they draft well, that's yeah.
God. Well, at least they got Kyle Hamilton.
They draft Anton Harrison.
Right, and they'll take somebody that they don't need. Let's go JSN here. I'm good with that.
Vikings.
The Vikings
are going
actually trade away their pick to anybody because they just don't need any picks.
They're going to cut more than likely. They're going to cut
Justin
or
Jefferson.
trade
Justin Jefferson
this man
to the Green
right
Bay.
Who you think, Adam Thielen?
right here.
Oh, Dalvin Cook.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
So if they do,
Nope.
shut up.
No.
You've got Bijan on the board.
Nope. We don't have Bijan Robinson on the board. Actually, I think Bijan is better in the AFC. He's probably going to go to Jacksonville.
Cowboys.
Let's go Tanner McKee for the Vikings. I think
Tanner
that's
McKee.
a great.
Oh my god.
I think Brian Branch.
I think who's like the worst player in the draft? I think that's who they should draft.
I'm thinking Brian Branch.
You think Brian Branch would be better? Sure.
I think
I'm
Brian Branch, and then they
thinking-
make another duo with what's his name?
Harrison Smith.
Yep.
Okay,
I hate that dude.
I can see that.
Understandable.
I'm good with
I
that.
also hate Anthony Barr.
And it's like Brand, and
He's
they
no
might
longer
just
a
Brian Branch. They
Viking.
might just go like BPA just because
If you're going BPA, you take Bijan right here.
No.
Bijan's is like a top 5 in this draft, and he's way higher than Brian Branch in my opinion.
They need Tanner McKee.
Yeah, but BPA for them is going to be a defensive guy.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Because even on offense, Bijan Robinson's like, yeah, you get Bijan, monster running back.
Yep. See,
but then you take away from what's his face.
Bijan's nowhere on there.
Seems like they're taking corner.
Give him Cam Smith.
That's what I was thinking. Probably Cam Smith. Pat
It
Pete's
actually
old
probably
anyway.
would. Yeah, Pat P is. I don't.
Is he retiring? Or is he still there?
I don't know if
he's not retiring, but I know that like it's Pat Peterson and
yeah, look at that! Look at that cornerback room. Yeah, you take a corner.
Yeah, Cameron Dantzler.
Oh, and they have Lewis.
No.
I forgot they drafted Lewis Sign last year.
We're taking Cam Smith. That was atrocious.
Yeah, they really don't have good corners.
Well, some people are picking Brian Branch here. All the other three guys are going.
Yeah.
Bijan can go to the Jags.
Nah, they've got
Etienne.
Yeah, they've got Etienne.
They really don't need
with Trevor Lawrence. So you're definitely
don't need him.
So I'm good with Brian Branch. Honestly, why not take PPA? I mean, unless you take the argument of, you go guard or center because you need to just save your man back there.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
So yeah, we'll go Brian Branch. BPA sounds good. The Giants.
I'll get Bijan Robinson replace Saquon.
Yeah, right.
No,
yeah, right. That's not happening.
Hey,
this is
they
where
paid
I
him yet?
could have seen Michael Mayer going if we still had him, but Josh Downs or Jalen Hyatt makes a lot of sense here.
Just you wait.
Hold on. I think you can't rule out Dalton Kincaid.
Why not just give him Darnell Washington? I mean, wasn't he at like the top of a lot of draft boards?
Kincaid's getting like mocked as like the number 1 tight end right now by a lot of people.
Yeah. A lot of people has Kincaid over Michael Mayer.
Oh, well then I would say
I think they're both kind of neck and neck. Honestly, Kincaid's really good too.
Yeah,
Kincaid's like really good. So
throw a curveball in there and just give him Cade Stover.
They're gonna take Daniel Barker down this guy down here. So do you guys think Kincaid would be a good pick, or I don't know. I don't see 2 tight ends going in the first round.
I don't either. Honestly,
crazy.
I mean, I could.
That would
they're good enough.
Yeah, why not take a BPA and it's a need? So
yeah,
but you've also got linebacker and you could take Trenton Simpson.
I was gonna say their linebacker core right now consists of Blake Martinez and somebody else.
Hold on, I'll tell you what it consists of. No, I sure went by it. No, I didn't. Down here. Oh, that's horrendous.
Yeah, but look at their tight end room.
Darren Beavis. Nice. Darren Beavis.
Their tight end room, I think, is...
Oh, they got Daniel Bellinger, man. Come on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Shout out my man Bingle. Dub. Yeah, man. We'll rock.
Nobody knows who that is.
I mean, I know it is.
That's a cap. Any Madden player should know who Bingle is.
I mean, it just kind of turns into a thing of, do you want to
I like Dalton Kincaid.
What's his face? Or you want?
I'd like Dalton Kincaid.
I mean, that's fine. We could take him. I think that they'd be better suited at linebacker. But go ahead, click it.
I like Dalton Kincaid.
Do the
Dalton
thing.
Kincaid.
This one's probably going to be Bijan. I'm not even
Bijan Robinson, baby.
Like I'm not.
Bijan.
I think
I don't really want him to go to the Cowboys.
Nobody does.
I can sadly see it.
The Bills, good God.
Now we're gonna have to hear the Cowboys talk about how it's their year over and over again.
How tall is that Oklahoma dude? What's his face? Let me see his name. Tackle. The tackle.
Oh,
Anton
Harrison.
Let me see how tall this dude is.
Anton Harrison.
How tall is he?
Antonio Johnson. Who the crap is Antonio Johnson? Oh, a safety.
Oh, Anton Harrison's 6'5".
Good God, he's a boss.
Actually,
could he maybe play like guard or something for him? I don't know.
No idea. You see him? They got. They take a set. They take a. This is a D. This is a safety.
Because they're gonna lose.
Because he's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
What is Broderick Jones? Is he a?
Broderick gone.
Yeah,
he went up here. Here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All these guys we've taken except for Antonio.
Are they losing Hyde or Poyer?
Poyer, right? I think it's Poyer.
I think Poyer's he's retiring, right? Or is he going?
Nah, I
free
think
agent.
he's just
free
a
agent.
free agent.
They could probably get. Yeah, they probably need a safety. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go safety because I don't know it might actually be Hyde that's leaving.
Nah.
Maybe
It's
I don't
one
know.
of the two for sure.
Yeah, and then they say he can play again, but I don't know, man. That's rough. Yeah, I'm probably going safety.
Yeah,
I'm going to go
Antonio
Antonio Johnson.
Bengals.
Cincinnati.
Anton Harrison.
You need to.
Use every pick.
You want Joe Burrow to be the number one quarterback in the NFL? You draft line.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where Anton Harrison goes.
Saints.
Honestly, I think they draft a punter.
Set your bias aside, guys.
God, I don't know what you go here if you're.
There's no QB unless they're gonna take Tanner McKee.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
I mean,
I think I could see him taking a Kia being an interior guy.
Yeah, I could see that too.
I can see them trying to pair up somebody with Lattimore and taking like Keely Ringo.
Ooh,
he is fast, but
that sounded right. That sounds good.
We burn him, so.
Yeah. So do you want to be? Do you want to go Ringo and get burnt by DJ Moore, or do you want to take an offensive lineman or defensive lineman and get blocked by Ikem Ekwonu? It's up to you.
I'm absolutely.
Give him Ringo.
Yeah, we'll go Ringo. I like Ringo there. That makes sense.
Good.
Probably Tanner McKee, and they're going to trade this bum Pat Mahomes to the Carolina Panthers.
Fact. Is there any? I get receiver, Josh Downs.
Yeah, because Juju's
I think Juju resigns though.
Yeah.
But maybe unless somebody offers him a bag, which would be crazy.
No, dude.
They just need receivers.
I feel like at this point in his career, Juju is literally ring chasing, bro.
Nolan Smith. Could you imagine if they just go Nolan? Oh my god, who did we pick first? We picked Paris Johnson. Never mind.
Yeah,
Paris Johnson. That way, if one of them retires, you have a hole to fill.
We need to look at corners because they are losing.
They all gone.
James Bradbury.
Is Bradbury leaving for sure?
Yeah.
Well, he's a free agent. They actually have a lot of free agents.
A lot. Mm-hmm.
Like half their team's leaving.
They couldn't afford him anyway.
They should trade that that bum they got at QB. And start over.
Edges. I know they have Reddick. They have Joshua Brandon.
I'm just kidding.
Jalen
Hurts is a.
I mean, do they just go like legit, just BPA? Well, I guess a linebacker. So that'd be like Trent Simpson, right?
Ooh, I was about to say.
He's right there. Yeah.
I think that would make the most sense, yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Kind of a BPA too.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah.
So, alrighty.
That's our final. Get away. Go away.
We're not giving you our money.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gents, if you're watching on YouTube, that is our final round 1 mock draft.
Yeah. If you guys are a fan of I'm sure if you're listening, you're an NFL fan. Man, comment down below what you think about these mock drafts, man. And if you're a fan of these different teams, it's not Green Bay and the Carolina Panthers. Man, jump in and tell us what you think about about what you think your team should draft. I mean, it'd be cool to know. So, I mean, why not? So that we're kind of more educated on your team. So,
absolutely, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the show. A little bit shorter this time. Obviously, we still went over an hour, but we tend to do that because we love talking football, and we do this every single Friday. Of course, the episode will drop on Saturday when you watch this, but we've got 2 days to the Super Bowl. We're very excited about it. We've made our picks and our predictions. We will be back same time next week to talk about everything that happened throughout the week in NFL news. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on all of our social channels, especially Instagram at Pack the Bank. And as always, we will see you next time, guys. Peace!